Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know this is like the first time you've seen my face, but today we are going to be learning how to create an image for your own DIY greeting card. Now, I wanted to be able to teach you how to actually add text to an image using Canva. There are other ways to do it that I have found that work just as well, but Canva is something that works on everyone's computer, or you can do it on your phone as well instead of Mac or Android or iPhones or anything. So I wanted to create a tutorial for how to do this that you can use on any device. So go ahead, and if you don't have Canva, you should. It's an amazing software that is just it's awesome. It's a great way to be able to add graphics or be able to edit photos. And so we'll be going ahead and editing photos, adding little message or verses or whatever you would like to create your own greeting card. So I'm just going to be showing you today how you can actually add text to your image. So go ahead and pick out a picture. And make sure you have a message in mind. This is going to be a pretty quick tutorial. It doesn't take much and it's pretty simple. And you can always go ahead and pause if you need to whenever. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys are able to just really have fun with it. It's a great way to be creative, and also it's an awesome way to just kind of brighten someone else's day. So go ahead and get your stuff, and we're going to go ahead and show you up here. Using Canva, you're going to have this little box up here, and it just says create a design. You can either use that box, or right here, right below it says upload. I'm going to just click on upload, and you can start from a file, and you can choose your files from the computer. So I have a folder just full of nature pics that I like to use. You can use your own pictures, kiddos, whatever. I just have this one of the ocean, so I'm going to go ahead and upload. And I'm going to hit this right here where it says use in a new design. And I'm going to hit custom size because I want to be able to choose the width to be 6 inches wide, because mine is in the landscape position, and I want it to be 4 inches high because most greeting cards are about 7 inches by 5 inches. So this way it gives me plenty of room for about a half inch on either, or a quarter inch, half inch on either side, and that way I can go ahead and make it the size that I want. Now see down here that it has other options if you wanted to use a template. Because we're not using a template, we're just going to hit create a new design, and it'll load it up. Now you'll see right here there's this white space. You do not really want that unless you're okay with kind of cutting that off. I go ahead, and the easy way to get rid of that is you're going to click on the photo just like I did. You're going to hit more, those 3 little dots, and you're going to set image as background right there at the bottom. And that will take away those white borders. Now that you have your pictures, your background, we're going to work on actually adding text. So over here on the side, you're going to see right above the upload section, you're going to see text. Now there's a couple ways that you could do this. If you are doing something super simple, just like a thinking of you could add a big heading and just kind of use maybe more of a flowy font or a fancy font of your choosing. If you want to do a quote or a Bible verse or something a little more wordy, or maybe you're wanting to do a joke or something, you're going to want to use something more of like a subheading, or I'm going to actually just add a text box. It's easier to customize when you use a subheading or a little bit of body text. Sometimes it can be more difficult to customize. So if you're going to do shorter text, use add heading. Longer text, use add text box. That's my suggestion. Now you're going to go ahead and kind of place your text box using that little T. You're going to go ahead and place it wherever you'd like. And I personally, so you click 3 times to highlight the whole text. And I like to click on text color. And the awesome part about Canva is right here is my photo. It automatically pops up all these major colors that are a part of this photo that it has available for you. So I'm going to choose a color that has a high contrast for the background piece of my photo. And that's going to be my text color. You'll see right there, it changed the color. Now, before I start typing, I would also like to change the font to something a little bit different. Now, like I said before, if you're doing something very simple like thinking of you or miss you or get well soon, you could do something like this playlist script. It's just flowy, it's easy, and you could make it bigger and smaller. I personally really like to use Bible verses or quotes. Depends on who I'm sending it to. And then you're going to go ahead and I choose often like something like glacial indifference. Canvas Sans works as well. I just use glacial indifference because it's part of my brand. But you could use any of these that are, if it has the little crown next to it, that means you have to pay for it. But they have so many fonts that are not, that you don't have to pay for them. They're free. So you can choose any of those that you prefer, and you can go ahead and then start typing. So I'm going to go ahead and type a verse. You could type a quote, whatever works for you or whatever you feel matches your card the best. So I'm going to go ahead and type my verse. And then once you have your verse or quote or message typed, what you can do is I often will click to the side just so I can see what it looks like. And then I come back and click and kind of move it around. You can make it larger, you can make it smaller. I recommend that you you don't really want to go too much smaller than 12 point, is what I have noticed. 12 point seems to print well, and anything bigger, you don't want to get too huge, obviously, but anything smaller than 12 point, you can see it, but it doesn't always print super clearly, especially if you're just going to like Walmart or Freddy's or getting like such a small print like a 6" by 4" like we're doing. Otherwise, it can be difficult to read once it's actually printed. It always looks really good on the screen, but you want to make sure it actually will look good when printed. So I kind of like where that's at. Maybe go down just a little bit. And then I always click to the side over here because that'll just let you get a better look at it. Then the final thing that I do is right up here, you're going to see that you can name it. And I'm just going to do greeting card. Sorry about that. I can spell. Greeting card picture. So that way I can find it in my downloads. And then to get it downloaded, you're going to hit this share button. And you're going to go down to download. And it'll give you a lot of options. Now, it has the suggested file type. You can use that one, or you could do a JPEG, you could do PDF. It depends on how you are choosing to print it and what you're using it for. Obviously, we're not going to be doing video or a GIF right now, but JPEG and a PNG are awesome for when you're trying to get them printed. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to hit download. And what it'll do is it will go ahead and download automatically, and it'll probably be in your download section of your phone or of your computer, and then it'll usually pop up right away to give you a little preview. Now the awesome part is the fact that this will be super easy to then upload to like Shutterfly, or I know Walmart And I think Freddy's does it now too, where you can order your prints online, or even Target. I think you can order them online and they'll send them to you. So you can upload them easily, or you can put them on a flash drive and go get them printed at the store yourself. Either way, or you could even put them into a document and then you could print it yourself at home. So there is our photo, and that's pretty much it. Once you get it printed, they will give you an option for how big you will want it printed, and you can do the 6x4 like we had designated, or if you want it larger, you could always make it larger. So I hope that was helpful for you and that you enjoy this little tutorial on how to make your own greeting card. Hope to see you guys back, and don't forget that there's a full blog post over at godsgiftofcreativity.com to explain to you this process as well as how to actually make the greeting card, and I hope to see you there as well. Thanks, guys.